What does a robot use as a base to build its s'mores? A program cracker. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome to the stream. I hope you are well today and your weekend is getting off to the right start. I'm very pleased to be here with you. Sorry, I just noticed some trash in my way on my desk. I need to set that aside. Welcome in, Loyal to Soil, first in chat tonight, Loyal. My night is going very well, thank you for asking, and I hope the same is true for yours. And for dinner, I had chicken thighs, a baked potato, bell pepper, and cauliflower. It was quite wonderful. I seasoned the chicken thighs with I put together a quick marinade with lime juice, olive oil, honey, garlic, chipotle pepper, and salt. I think that was it. Boy, it came out really well. It came out really well. Welcome in, Min. Pleasure to have you here. Thank you for being with us. I appreciate those excited emotes, and thank you for the resub, Jelly. Thank you for the 23 months. That's almost a year. Happy duplicate sub notification. I was just thinking, didn't you just resub like 3 days ago? I don't know what is up with your subs. They seem to come at weird times. Mile Hyrule, welcome in. Pleasure to have you here. What an excellent first comment of the night you have there. Not the first in chat, but first from you. Alright, my friends. So tonight we're going to play Journey to Silius. Probably going to make several runs, or several attempts at runs through this game. I've been hoping to get a deathless run of this, and last time we played, I had 2 one-death runs. So basically, my PB is as close as it can be to the true run, without quite being there, so hopefully things go well tonight. We'll see. Thinking we'll do one run as sort of a warm-up, just go all the way through the whole game, and then after that we might lean a little bit on the reset button. Maybe say if I die on stage 1 or 2, we'll hit a reset so we don't waste a whole lot of time. But hopefully we'll get it. I don't know how long. We'll do this for a few hours. Then I'd like to make one casual run through Battletoads just to keep in practice, and then I don't know what we'll do at the end of the night. I'm feeling really indecisive. I figure we'll just throw on something that we've started that I haven't been able to beat yet. There's a handful of games in that category. Most of them are things that, like, I don't know, I don't even have any hope. But it's always, it's good to foster a spirit of never giving up, right? But Journey to Silius is what's first for us. Just move a couple things on my desk around here. Mission Impossible on the N64. I conquered that game, Loyal. Why would I ever want to play it again? There's nothing left to do in that one. For the suffering. Nintendo 64 Mission Impossible Deathless Run. Is that what I need to start working on? What a miserable grind that would be. Oh my goodness. Well, we can't let that stand. That was just bad luck, plain and simple. I think I'll leave my sword a little more accessible. Alright, we'll pretend that attempt never happened. Min says, I've been playing Mario the Lost Levels on the Super NES. Oh, that game is devilish. I've played through that one a couple times in my life. I'm not a very big fan of the Lost Levels, though. I find it to be a bit obnoxious. I know that's its goal, but it just it seems to disrespect the player so much. I don't know. Nothing I'm saying makes any sense. I play Battletoads, and I turn around and complain about a game disrespecting the player. It is a troll game. An ugly one at that. Mario USA is where it's at. That's the true Mario Brothers 2. I'll never be convinced otherwise. I did that thing where I paused the game when I mean to change my weapons, and then I couldn't figure out what none of the buttons were working. I was sitting here thinking, the music's still playing. I know the game hasn't crashed. What's going on? Someday I'll avoid taking damage from every single one of the enemies in this fight. But that day is not today. Frownie, since you used the Switch, did you finish Zelda Breath of the Wild? I swear I get this feeling it may never end. It's such a massive game. It's getting to me. It depends on how you define finish. I did not get all the Korok seeds. So if you say that's mandatory to finish it, then I've never finished it and never will. I don't think that I don't really think that all Koroks is a mandatory I don't think all Koroks mandatory is an appropriate definition of finishing that game, no. I've played through it twice. I did Breath of the Wild, all the shrines and all the memories twice. Actually, I might have to take that back. I might have only done all the shrines and all the memories once. Now that I say that, it didn't sound right. I know I've done it once. I might not have done that on both runs. So let me take that part back. I've never done the DLC though. I've only done the base game. I don't feel like the DLC is really that substantial, from what I understand, but still, it's, you know, it's there, and I haven't done it. I really liked that game. I really liked Breath of the Wild. I had a lot of fun with it. It was a pretty magical game for me. I went into it completely blind, and in a situation where I hadn't played a modern game in a very, very long time, so it was sort of a perfect set of circumstances to have to have a really amazing experience, and I sure did. I think doing the main story is enough. I'm like 25 hours in now and wondering if I'll ever feel powerful. I don't know. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything and risk spoiling or backseating your playthrough, but I would say if you're enjoying your time with it, I would just say don't worry about how long it's taking. Just enjoy the ride. Oh, thank goodness. I was really worried that that tank tread was going to end me. Oh, no. Thank goodness. The run lives. Trying to finish it before the second game, but I don't think a month is enough time. You could probably do it in a month, but you'd have to, I mean, you might need to hustle a bit, or you know, put in several hours a day. I don't know. A lot of it depends on sort of like your play style. My issue is I gave myself a month to finish it. Seems like a game I should play for 3 or 4 months. I mean, I definitely think... I don't know. Giving yourself a lot of time to explore it and enjoy it is a good idea. But I will say that, like, my first sort of like, well, I don't know. I don't know how many months it took me the first time. It's been a while now. I played it, like, when I first got it, I played it in a lot of, like, massive marathon sessions. I mean, I took a long weekend off from work when it came out, and basically spent 100% of my time in the game. keep the second game in shrink wrap until I'm done with the Breath of the Wild. That's probably the best thing to do, is just hold off. You know, maybe just to, you know, try to avoid content related to the sequel, and just really not worry about it. Finish the first one at your leisure, and enjoy the next one when you get to it. I don't really think it's worth, you know, probably not worth sacrifice, probably not worth damaging your experience of the first game, you know, just for the sake of starting the next one on time. I thought Frownie was going to say you may need to put in a couple days of paid time off. Hey, I see you coming, Jelly. I can't interrupt my game at the moment. I can't mute my mic or anything. I just need to just sneak my coffee down if you would be so kind. I got the timer running. Thank you very much. I got a postcard in the mail today. I don't remember the exact wording, but it said something about, Dear Frownie, congratulations on your upcoming 65th birthday. I was thinking, well, that's interesting. I mean, technically, from a certain perspective, my 65th birthday is upcoming. But I think either they're mistaken, either the person who wrote it is mistaken, or they take a very long view of time. Or I don't know. I think I look pretty decent for 64. You look good for 65. Thank you, man. It's all the spicy food. It's kept me well preserved. This boss fight is a really slow part of this game for me. I've got an approach that's pretty safe, but it's also very slow. I'm out of lasers. Sorry, I'm not the most excellent conversationalist at the moment. I really do want to engage and interact, but when the timer is running, it's a little bit more difficult for me. Playing a couple retro games right now. Legend of Dragoon, since it was re-released on the PS5. I've heard of the title of that one, but I don't really know the game. I need more hours in a day. No doubt. It's tough finding the time for all the games you want to work your way through. It's really hard if you're like me too and you play the same things over and over again. It's an old PlayStation 1 RPG. I think I had it confused with another game that's more of like a 3D shooter game. This stage here, stage 4, this is the stage that's like my kryptonite on this run, by the way. Every run I've had that's a 1 death run, the 1 death has been on this stage. Every 2 of them. Scared. Christian Cool, welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. Best of luck with whatever project you happen to be working on at the moment. This is bad. We're in real bad shape right now. I gotta let you know, my health is looking really not good. That's the trouble with this level, is I'm kind of dependent on health drops, and the RNG for health drops is so pitiful. Oh no, it's all over. Come on, somebody drop some health, please. That's not health. Somebody drop some health. Oh, I'm dead. Rip the run. We were doing well. I always die right around here. My best runs. I desperately needed a health drop. Now I'll get one. One of these guys will drop some health here. Well, maybe not. Panzer Dragoon. Yeah, that's the one that I was thinking of. Rail shooter RPG on the Saturn. Alright, let me make sure there's nothing that I missed here now that the timer's dead. Hey, Sparrow, welcome in. Hope you're feeling a little better, my friend. This is the first Silius run of the night, so I guess it's technically the warm-up run. It was going tremendously well, but it just died, so there is a sadness in my heart. It would have been cool to have the first run of the night be the one. Oh. This is my least favorite boss in the game. It's not because it's difficult, it's just because it's tiring. Something about that boss, super tiring. Can't say I'm doing better, I'm afraid, but I'm glad I've got some good company to help me through. Hopefully I can at least be that for you, Sparrow. I'm sorry there's nothing I can do to make you well, but at least hopefully I can be good company. Hey, Derek Ocean, welcome in. Good to see you. I feel like it's been a little while. I hope you've been doing well. Thank you for being with us tonight, Derek. I was thinking about you because Jelly and I went to the movie theater over the weekend, last weekend. I was thinking about you because I never watch movies, but I actually went outside. I went to a movie theater and I watched a movie. No one could believe it. We went and saw John Wick 4, and oh boy, it was so good. Don't want to talk about it in detail because I think some of my regulars want to see it, and I don't want to spoil it for them. But I was very pleased with it. I thought it was the best one since the first. You saw that too. It was really good. Right on, right on. Yeah, I really like the John Wick movies. They're a lot of fun. Doing well, taking a little break, but you did miss it here. It's always great to have you stop in whenever you can. I know people can't always be around, so no worries about that, but always good to have you here. No. Oh, the olives. Always eating my health away. Just thinking about you tonight. I was like, I need to pop in. I know he's on. I try to be consistent. Try to be around. I did beat Battletoads. We're actually going to play Battletoads again tonight. Just do a casual run through it. Hopefully hopefully I'll be able to make it through. It took 3 months to beat Battletoads. I was stuck on stage 11 for like half my life. I've beaten it a handful of times since. It's one of those, I feel like I need to keep doing it, like, every now and then to keep the, I want to keep my practice solid. I want to, I want to have the skill in my pocket so that I can be confident that, like, anytime I pick it up, I'll be able to beat it. Oh, thank you for the wheel, Thrifty. Sorry I didn't catch that. I don't think that populated in the chat window. It's on the activity feed, but usually that's in the chat window too. Or I missed it. But welcome to the stream, Thrifty. And yeah, we'll do a spin of the wheel in just a moment. Stream Kyle, welcome in. Pleasure to have you here. I saw a video today where a guy said the old Mario movie is his favorite video game movie, and I thought, Frownie will be proud. Nice. I love that movie. I thought about moving my Pokemon plushies. I thought about taking them off camera for a while and setting up some Mario movie memorabilia. I still might do that, since people are thinking about the new movie so much around this time. I thought maybe I would set up a little original Mario movie set piece. There's Thrifty. Yeah, I'm sorry, I just missed you, my friend, but I am very excited to have you here. This movie I saw was Dungeons and Dragons. Me and my buddy really enjoyed that too. I heard that that's supposed to be pretty good. Gonna see the new Mario movie next week. Right on. Snake Eater, welcome to the stream. Pleasure to have you here. What game is this? This is Journey to Silius on the NES. It's a run and gun platformer. It was originally supposed to be a Terminator game, is its big claim to fame. It was developed to be a Terminator game, but Sunsoft lost the license, and so they just changed everything and released it anyway. And I'm so happy they did, because it's a fun game. It's a little tough. It's not, it's nowhere near like the most brutal NES game, but it is challenging. It is certainly challenging. It looks good. It's got some great music. The gameplay physics are a little weird. They're fun once you get used to them, but it's a little stiff, a little more stiff than some other running guns. Do you Zillion 2? I don't understand the question, Snake Eater. Let's get this party started. I thought you were doing Metroid tonight. It's just another like run around shooting game. I don't have any Journey to Silius art, so just put on something kind of random. Alright. Big screen. Do you know Zillion 2? It's a Master System game. No, I'm sorry, I don't. Master System is something I've pretty much completely missed out on so far. I've seen a little bit of some of the games, like that Golden Axe Warrior game on the Master System. I'd really like to try that. But no, I'm sorry, I haven't played any Master System games yet. It's like this game, but better. If that's true, it might be worth giving it a try. Can I have some of your coffee? My coffee's not super exciting, Loyal. It's a low caffeine coffee, so you'd probably be better off with someone else's. All right, let's spin the wheel. And no, no, it landed on the truffle sauce again. That's what I got last time. Oh, I've got to take that off the wheel. I'm so heartbroken whenever I land on it. All right. So this is Melinda's brand black truffle hot sauce. It is a flavor that is it's really just kind of not for me. But the wheel chooses, I do not. So we'll have a generous sample of it. I'm almost running out of it. The bottle's getting pretty light. Is it alcohol? I thought it was a drink. It does kind of look like some of those like small bottles of spirits that you can get. But no, it's a little cute travel-sized bottle of hot sauce. Not my favorite flavor. I've been hoping that would grow on me, but I don't know. I need to try it on something else. I keep saying that and never doing it. Derek says, I just replayed Metroid Fusion on the Switch Online, right on. And now I'm doing Super Metroid on the Super NES. Even better, even better. Boy, Super Metroid, what a game. Metroid Fusion I like, but Super Metroid I love. Zillion 2 is harder than this game, too. I do like hard games. Alright, so we're gonna reset. We're actually playing this a lot because I'm trying to beat this game with no deaths. And I'm not quite there yet, but, you know, practice makes perfect. Super Metroid is really hard also. It's pretty tough. Especially if you're like playing through with no map, no guide. It can be tough to find your way around sometimes. I don't know the game super well. For a game that I say I love, and I do feel that that's true. I don't know it super well. I've only played through it one time, but I really enjoyed the experience. I'd like to play it again. Just beat a boss tonight before you came on. GG, Derek. Crap, I've got coffee and grapes tonight. Got some red, seedless grapes. They're okay. They're better than okay. That was better than I expected. I like coffee and grapes together. I don't know that I like the two flavors. Maybe that's weird. Maybe those don't seem like compliments to anyone else, but I like them. All right, we are running the timer, so until we have our first death, I got to stay really focused. You're still welcome to chat with me. I do like to chat and interact, but just so you know, whenever that timer's running, it's real hard for me to keep up with the chat. So if I fall behind, just please be patient. I value what you have to say, but sometimes you have to wait for me to be able to read it when we're on a challenge. Hey, Chozo Brain, welcome in. Happy Friday to you. You come just in time for run number 2. Let's go. If I make an error and I die on stage 1 or 2, we're gonna reset. There's no sense in playing through an entire dead run. But if I make it beyond stage 2 and I die, we'll just we'll just go for the extra practice. I knew those guys were coming. No, get the hell. Nice. How you doing? I'm doing well, Chozo. I'm feeling good today. Got an early start. Had a wonderful dinner. No real complaints. I hope you're doing well as well, my friend. Hope your day's been good to you. I don't know the best method for handling those guys. Not at all. Like all the challenge runs I work on, I'm doing this. I haven't done any research or watched anyone else's playthroughs. I'm just going through with my own casual strats, playing through the game the best I can figure out to do it on my own. So, even though I'm going for like a pretty lofty goal, you're not going to see a lot of sophisticated tricks or glitches or speedrunner movements. If I do get the deathless run, it'll be by just barely scraping by. Oh no. Oh no. Taking a bit of extra damage here. Do you think run and gun games are funnier in 2D? I think you mean like just more fun to play? Maybe. I can't think of a lot of like 3D shooters. Yeah, I think with run and gun type games, I think 2D is my preference for those. A lot of my favorite games are 2D, because I really like 8-bit and 16-bit games. A lot of my favorite things are 2D, but there are some exceptions. Like I do like 3D games. I don't think I play them as much. I do like 3D platformers and like collectathon type games. Do you have Guardian Legend? I do. That's actually I haven't ever really played it. That is a game. That was one of the first games I bought when I started retro collecting back in the 90s. I bought my copy of Guardian Legend such a long time ago, and I played it just a little bit when I first got it, but it was, I don't know, I found it to be kind of obtuse. I don't think I was clever enough. I wasn't really clever enough to play it properly. I've heard that it's really good though, so I think we should do it on the stream. I'm sure I'd do much better with it now. I loved that game as a kid. When I decided that I wanted to collect retro games, it's sort of a chicken and the egg thing. I'm not really sure. So the first place that I had to buy NES games from, like after I bought an NES from one of my classmates, I wanted to get more NES games. The only place that I had locally to buy them from was a pharmacy. There was a pharmacy in town, and they had a small collection of NES games. And I just kind of slowly, I think I bought their entire collection, but I bought them slowly, one by one. And some of the games they had were Legacy of the Wizard, and Castle Quest, Predator, The Guardian Legend, I think Blades of Steel. Probably of all those games, the one I played the most, because I didn't really play any of them. I was buying them to collect them more than to play them. The one that I played the most was Blades of Steel, and I have very little interest in sports of any kind. I said chicken and the egg thing because seeing those NES games under, like, in the glass cabinet at the pharmacy, that might have been part of what inspired me to decide to build a collection. I don't have very clear memories, but I think it's entirely possible that seeing those games for sale were sort of what sparked, like, oh, I should get an NES again. Can't say for sure it happened like that, but it might have. Where do you live? I live in Wisconsin now. I grew up in Kentucky. I've lived a handful of other places. I've lived in Thailand, Korea, Texas, Tennessee. Georgia, Italy. Those last two, I lived in those places when I was very young. I have no meaningful memory of it. But Kentucky is where I grew up, and now I live in Wisconsin. You didn't know this game? This game is one I played it for the first time like 2 years ago, I think. This isn't one that this isn't one that I knew, you know, until comparatively recently. I heard of it several years ago. But I didn't get around to playing it till a couple years ago. I'm glad I did, though. It's a lot of fun. Not this game. I didn't play this game in my childhood. No. Sorry if it sounded like I did. I might have misspoken. With Legacy of the Wizard, like some other NES games you love, Stream Kyle said, you never got much of anywhere. Legacy of the Wizard was one you loved to get nowhere with. Derek says, hoping Metroid Zero Mission comes to the Switch Online. I have no doubts it will. Ooh, I'm doing this so much worse than last time. When I was a kid, the main places we rented games and movies were these two gas stations. Then someone opened an actual rental store. Yeah. So when I was real young, we rented NES games from a grocery store. There was a grocery store with a small selection of NES games that were available for rental, and we got them from there. And I think there was like a sporting goods store that had a little rental area in it after that. I'm not solid on the chronology. And then there was like a little like a mom and pop kind of rental store that opened after that. And that was probably like the primary one for the longest time. Was like the mom and pop rental place. And that lasted a good long time. We actually had two rental places for a while, because when I was like in middle school or high school, a chain rental place opened as well, so then we had 2 rental options, which was really weird because we were a very small town. to have 2 of any type of store was like wild. And I think it was Family Video was the chain. I think it changed a couple times though, so I can't. It was a Family Video at one point. And we kind of alternated. We frequented both of them. Derek's excited for the new Indiana Jones movie. They played a trailer for it. They played a trailer for that when I went to see John Wick over the weekend, but I missed that one because I went to the restroom during that trailer. Again, I'm in the same situation. I made it all the way back to level 4, and I'm desperate for health. My fate is dependent on a health drop. And I'm not getting one. I got a health drop. Oh, I still don't know that's going to be enough, though. I guess I should be grateful, right? That's like Falco from Star Fox, right? I guess I should be grateful. I'm very nervous. No. Thank goodness. Hey, nothing wrong with getting older. It's gonna happen to us all someday. power to him if he's hanging in there and can still do it. He's still got it. No! Oh no! Rip the run! We were doing so well. That would have been it. I missed my jump. I don't know what went wrong. That's very upsetting. That's very upsetting, my friends. Oh, I can't believe it. Of all the ways to die. Very mad. One, two, three. Feel like this will be his last indie movie. Oh, it's so upsetting. It's so upsetting that I died. It didn't have to be this way. That brings me to a total of 4 one-death runs. I'm really surprised I didn't take damage there because I waited very, very long to jump over this guy. Oh no! That's the first time he's damaged me in a while. Alright, well, enjoy some coffee, enjoy some grapes, enjoy the ending credits, and then we'll try it again. I had one death. I had one death. I didn't do it. I messed up on stage 5. So we gotta try again. I'm not celebrating yet. I'm not quite there. But we'll get it. One of these tries will be the one. Just watched the new Children of the Corn movie a few nights ago. It was okay to say the least, Derek says. I have a set of a bunch of those. I think I've only seen the first one. I don't expect that. I expect most of them are probably pretty terrible. I didn't know there was a new one. But I've got like a DVD set of like, I don't know, there's like 6 or 7 of them. There's a whole bunch. I don't think it's like a box like a box set. I think I have a bunch of them that I found like at the same time at a thrift store. This is the first one you've ever seen? Apparently the name for this game in Japan was Rough World, Stream Kyle says. That's a pretty good title. I mean, I don't know what Journey to Silius is supposed to mean. I don't know who or what or where Silius is. Rough World like isn't really a good title, but it's appropriate because sometimes this game is kind of rough. He who walks behind the rose, yeah. See, I grew up in rural Kentucky, so like cornfields everywhere. Yeah, I've heard the tale that it was a Terminator game, but they lost the license. I'm glad they lost the license. I prefer my games to be unique IP and not connected to other things. So, I'm happy that it's Journey to Silius and not the Terminator. Though they really didn't. I really don't feel like they changed a whole lot. You know, it still looks like a Terminator game. From the top. Ooh, jumped right into the laser. That wasn't smart. Oh. It looks like a drawing of a snowman pinned up on the background. I've never really looked at that before, that artwork. Maybe it's supposed to be like a Snorlax. It's rather round, and I think a snowman... I know you can have a snowman that's composed of like 2 units, but your sort of traditional snowman stands at 3, right? Oh. Hey! I got health and damage. Well... They canceled each other out. Movie's supposed to come out in 2020, Derek says. Weird corn monster. I mean, that's the thing. That's why cornfields are so spooky. You never know what could be hiding in there. That was a somewhat uglier pass through stage 1. Just a little uglier than our previous run. These things, they take a lot of damage. I forgot about that guy last time, too. Oh, I'm jumping into a lot of damage. Be more careful if you're going to make it, Frownie. Oh yeah, yeah. Battletoads was a nightmare. I'm very happy to have beaten it. And yeah, I don't know what it was about the Klingerwinger, but I just could not figure that level out for weeks. I was stuck there for weeks. That's probably... Battletoads probably the hardest game I've beaten on stream. I don't really know what else would stand up against it. I'm really thinking that we're about to reset. I've got some doubts. I think I've got a death coming up here real soon. I just got good enough at it. I did break down and finally ask for a little bit of help from the chat. I asked for some tips and advice, and I was told about a cheese strategy for it, but I didn't want to use that, so I didn't. Double KO. I was told you could cheese stage 11 if you use the pause button at the corners. But I wanted to do it legit. I think my biggest problem, though, I think the thing that made the difference for me was, I actually think I was trying too hard on stage 11. I was trying so hard to be really precise with my inputs, and to snap my thumb into position, like pixel perfect on the turns. Every time I was basically playing it like that, where I was trying as hard as I could to be perfect. And I actually started beating it when I started playing it more lazy. I started just barely holding the controller and keeping a very light grip, and actually moving my thumb really slowly on the turns from position to position, or like what felt really slowly after trying to be so fast before. And playing more lazy and more slow made me start to win. It's like, it's backward. I haven't played it since last week, so I'm a little nervous. I'm hoping that I'm still going to be able to beat it after not touching it for for over a week. Oh no, I'm gonna die on stage 1 now. This is bad. I'm going backward. Yeah, I'm gonna do that one someday, the Battletoads Double Dragon. I think I have that on the Super NES. Yeah, I've got that one on the Super NES. We'll do it someday. Gonna be a long ways down the road. But I own the game, right? I gotta play it. I've got a couple other Battletoads games to play. I've got 2 of them on the Super NES. I've got one on the Game Boy and one on the Genesis. We'll probably do like one a year. Maybe a little more frequently than that. You know, I generally don't like to play, you know, games that are too similar, too close to each other, or games from the same series. I like to keep things kind of spread out. The boss seems hard. Yeah, the helicopter is not that bad, but the thing that it drops at the start, it's kind of tough to deal with those guys. And the big gun before it is not terribly difficult, but there's a timing you have to get down for it. To jump between the shots there. Which they seem kind of far apart, but your character has a lot of hang time. What's the Genesis Battletoads? It's just Battletoads. So is the Game Boy one. They're just called Battletoads. Like the NES game. I think that there are other Battletoads games on the Genesis, though. I think there's a Genesis version of Battletoads Double Dragon. I haven't played it yet, Derek. It's supposed to be similar to the NES one, but of course it's 16 bits instead of 8 bits. So there are, you know, I think they're pretty close. I think they're pretty similar, but they're not the same. Not exactly. And no, there's no aiming upward. You only shoot left and right. There's no up or down. You can duck, but you can't actually shoot downward. You have alternate guns in this game that give you different sort of abilities, but I don't use them very often. I mostly stick to the just to the basic pistol. But there are a few places where like I'll use like the homing missiles or one of the other guns. get a basic pistol, you get a machine gun, which is just the pistol, but like with a turbo button. You get a shotgun, which is like a spread shot. There's a laser, which is, I think it's basically just like a strong pistol. And there's a homing rockets. So there are 5 guns. The game would probably be significantly easier if I paid more attention to, like, where the best place for the different guns was and switched more often, but I really just like using the regular gun as much as I can. But certainly not always. No. Oh, bad start. I'm going backward. I'm going backward. I'm dying so much. I'm dying so much on the first couple stages now. Oh. There is a Blu-ray version of the Mario Brothers movie, but not in America. I actually have it on Blu-ray, but it's a European Blu-ray. I don't have a European Blu-ray player, so I've never actually watched it. It just sits in my collection. Let me restart. I don't feel good about that. Yeah, it came in a nice steel box too. That's probably the best part. Probably the best part of it is the artwork on the box. Since I can't watch the actual disc. I have a real bad habit of just jumping into that laser every time. Something draws me to it. Hey, Game and Fit. I'm playing a spooky game tonight. What are you playing, if I may ask? The only spooky thing about this game is how badly I'm suddenly doing. We'll turn it around, though. We'll turn it around. Resident Evil 7, right on. I recognize this level. It's the only level I've made it to. Level 1. When you first start this game, like, there are a couple things that make it feel, I think, more difficult than it is. It's not a super easy game, but it's not super difficult. Getting used to the jump is a little weird. The jump arc is kind of unique in this game, and the game has a tendency to put enemies near bottomless pits. So, like, until you get like really used to like paying attention around the bottomless pits, it's really easy to be knocked back into them. Hey, Fufu, welcome in. Happy weekend to you. Hope you're doing well today. Derek says we need to campaign for a USA Blu-ray release of the Mario Brothers movie. I'd buy it. I'd double dip for an American version. I was going to see Mario today, but the seats are all sold out, so I'm going to see it tomorrow, Game and Fit says. In 3D, right on. I hope you enjoy it. .3D is probably a good choice. It'll be just like watching Mario on your 3DS. There are a lot of enemies in this level that come in onto the screen like way high up off the ground, and I don't know where they are, so I'm always just jumping and shooting as I scroll the screen, so I'm prepared. I have an idea where a lot of them come in, but rather than risk trusting my memorization everywhere, I just jump a lot. That was great. We got a great pattern with that boss. Also saw Shazam too with my mom and sister. That was really good too. I heard people didn't like that one very much. In general, I liked the first Shazam a lot. So I was kind of it was a mild disappointment to hear that most people didn't seem to like the second one. But you know, you said you liked it. Maybe I'll like it too. I don't know when I'll see it, though. It'll probably be a real long time before I see it. Good for what it was. Had fun, like the first one. I'm taking a lot of damage here. Not playing super well on the stage. We're not in peril yet, but I'm not doing great. That was a bad move on my part. Ooh. No! Now I'm in peril. A moment ago when I said I'm not in peril yet, well, now I'm in peril. Now we're hanging on by a thread. Two really dumb moves back to back have significantly damaged my health bar. Alright, fingers crossed, my friends. I know I certainly don't have the energy to watch all the comic book stuff that comes out. The run lives for now. Thing is, stage 4 is my real nemesis. This is where, like, I'm supposed to be dying. Because this is the stage I'm worst at. But I've been dying on those other stages so much. No. Taking a lot of damage. I was thinking of the wrong part of the map. No! Rip the run. My timer never started. That's weird. I went to stop my timer and I'd never started it. Excuse me. Alright, well, we're gonna play this out, because, need the practice. Well, we're not gonna... no. Alright, well, from the top. Maybe I'm just trying too much tonight. I should have stopped when the runs started getting bad. What video game movie do you really like, Derek? Please do tell. Double Dragon. Oh, that's not a video game movie. Oh yeah, video. I was thinking movie video game. Yes, you're right. I said it the right way around. I thought you meant video game based on a movie. And then I thought you were trolling me. Double Dragon, I don't think I've actually seen that movie. There they are. You watched that and the Mario Brothers movie a lot in the 90s? I saw the Mario Brothers movie as a kid, but I actually didn't watch it a lot when I was young. I've watched it way more as an adult. That grenade launcher was made for this boss. I've been a fool not to use that, because the hits are, like, guaranteed. Since there's such a delay. I always forget the grenade launcher even exists because I never use it. Hey, Sir Rack of Lamb, welcome in. Good evening to you, my friend. Hope all is well. I'm doing good. I'm struggling with my run tonight. I had 2 really close runs at the start of the stream, and now I've been floundering really badly. We're going for Deathless, and I'm real close. I'm getting real close. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope your weekend's getting off to a great start. And that all of your recent travels have been safe. I'm not really sure what to do about this part. I made it through just then, but I don't have a consistent. I don't have an approach to that. Those 3 smashers that consistently works for me. I was hoping I could one-cycle this boss. I'm pretty sure it's possible, but... I don't know what weapon is best to use. I'll keep experimenting. Just landed. Waiting for my friend's plane to land. Still have an hour-and-a-half drive home. Don't let the stream distract you when you're driving. I should still be alive when you get home. I know that's your #1 concern. A lot has changed on the stream since the last time you dropped in. I don't wear hoodies anymore. I wear a bathrobe now. It was a good time, probably the only real vacation I've ever had. Not sure if I'll go back to Vegas. Too many shiny things. I don't know if that is to say the bright lights hurt your eyes, or that it's dangerous on your wallet because there are too many nice things to purchase. The answer to that is yes. I bet Vegas is fun. Is that a joke, Derek? Is that a gambling joke? I bet Vegas is fun. Yeah. Nicely done. I don't know that it would be the place for me. I don't know that I would be very happy visiting Vegas myself. I'm not really much interested in gambling or big cities or bright lights. Your dad wanted to move there? Oh, sorry. I'm bumping my microphone stand. That's surely translating into awful noises. I don't know why if I'm failing to start my timer, or if I'm stopping it by accident, or if there's something wrong with it, but something's not happening right. Mile Hyrule says American Psycho is the 4th Batman movie in the Dark Knight series. Are all Christian Bale movies part of the Dark Knight series? They're redoing the whole strip and turning it into a Formula One racetrack for a single race later this year? Oh my goodness, that sounds... what a lot of, like, time and effort and expense. Alright, here we go. Just that one, Mile Hyrule says. That was weird. I saw an enemy on my left-hand side that I feel like I've never seen before. And, like, the enemies are very reliable in this game, so to have one spawn in... It was one of those, like, flying screws. Spawned in on the left, and, I can't say that that's ever happened. Oh, I'm at the boss! I was mildly unprepared. American Psycho tells what Bruce did after The Dark Knight Rises. He went into hiding and came back as Patrick Bateman. Batman, Batman. See, what more proof do you need? You know what? And in The Dark Knight Rises, well, in all of the movies, right? Well, I don't know about Dark Knight, but in The Dark Knight Rises and Batman Begins, he does a lot of push-ups and sit-ups. And in American Psycho, he does a lot of push-ups and sit-ups. So you know what? I think he might be the same guy. He wears a lot of suits in both, you know, he wears a lot of suits in all those movies. Yeah, I think you're onto something. Sarakablam says, skip Vegas and go somewhere that you really want. There's nothing really worth seeing there. Well, it probably, you know, for someone that might be worth it, but for me, no, I would, I don't know. I'm not much of a vacationer. I wouldn't mind going somewhere mountainous, though. My last few encounters with that particular gun enemy right there have gone really poorly. St. George, Utah. Angel's Landing is a beautiful place to hike, Sarakablam says. I think we're gonna do some hiking this summer. We've kind of been talking about I'm not exactly sure where. Jelly and I have been talking with her folks about maybe getting away somewhere where we can hike. I can't hike for more than 2 minutes, Mile Hyrule says. I would probably die, but you walk all the time. I'd probably get eaten by a moose or something. A pack of wild geese. It's like a 6-minute walk to work. That would mean you died 3 times on the way there. 12 minutes of walking 4 days a week. I think we just confirmed Mile High Rule's using save states on his walk to work. Minutes of walking 4 days a week. Lots of hiking and cave tours you can do around St. George. I don't know how I would feel about cave tours. I want to say I would like it, but I enjoyed going to Mammoth Cave when I was young. But I also feel like I've become a lot more, like, claustrophobic than I used to be. I might, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of feeling anxiety just thinking about going into a cave right now. I don't know if I'd be able to take it. I'd like to think I could, but... Hey, Dead Zergling, welcome in. 13th on a Friday. That might be accurate. Saw the movie The Descent. I'm not going into a cave, Mile Hyrule says. You can do what I did when I was there, catch lizards and keep them as a hotel mascot. Scares housekeeping away every time, Sarakablam says. I don't know. Anyone who's willing to make my bed for me, they don't deserve to be scared away. They deserve a medal. I seem to be a very violent sleeper. No bed sheet can stay on any bed I sleep in. I don't know what it is, but anytime I sleep in a bed, when I wake up, the bed sheet is always mostly peeled away. Zergling had 2 pounds of steak strips tonight for dinner, keeping it simple. Right on. I had chicken thighs again. I'm probably going to be having chicken thighs for a while because I bought a great big thing of them. So that it's probably going to be that. It's probably going to be that answer a lot. But I had chicken thighs, baked potato, bell pepper, and cauliflower. From my vegetables with a little bit of butter and salt and pepper. My chicken was I did with a marinade of lime juice, olive oil, salt, a little bit of honey, garlic, and chipotle pepper. Oh, well, this is over. It's been nice, but this run is dead. It almost wasn't. Well, I don't know about almost. Oh. High Roll's not worried about Friday the 13th, but Tuesday the 17th. My first 2 attempts at this game tonight were 1 death runs. I died once on stage 4 in the first run, and then I died once on stage 5 in the next run. And then ever since that run, I've just been trash. Oh. I really need things to turn back around for me. The death on stage 5 really hurt, not just because it was the last stage, but because it came in such a bogus way. Just, I got caught up on the conveyor belt and my jump didn't work and I fell down a pit. It's tremendously sad. My buddy just arrived. Catch y'all when I get home. Good luck. Thank you, Sir Rackablam. Drive safely, my friend. I appreciate you popping in. Rush Pirate just randomly shouted out the stream. That's very kind. Certainly appreciate that. And someone followed. I don't know if that, I don't know if you can see or hear the stream right now, my new friend, but thank you for the follow. Very much appreciate you coming on board. Trying to give Rush Pirate a shout out in return, but I couldn't type fast enough. It's gonna have to wait until I get to a stopping point. This is a pretty disastrous stage, too. I don't have very high hopes. I don't have very high hopes of making it through this one. Was going to happen. give a shout out to fellow Battletoads, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, and retro streamer Rush Pirate. What a nasty situation that was. There is that same enemy on the left that I said I never saw before. I saw it again, so maybe it is always there, and I always like kept moving too quickly, or was just unobservant. I guess either explanation is very likely. Not the best stage 1, so let's fingers crossed for a better stage 2. I guess it can't be much worse than the previous stage 2. Welcome back, Sparrow. I'm really starting to like the boss music in this game. Probably for all the wrong reasons. quite neurotic, and it's evoking that behavior from me, and my fever-riddled condition, Sparrow says. Maybe not the best time to be, making decisions. No, but stage 2 was a little better. Just doing terrible dancing to it, if that's what you want to call it. Oh my. I'll try to keep the boss fights as short as possible to rescue you from your own dancing, but no promises. I'll try to give it a closer listen. And take what you're saying with a grain of salt. Fair enough. I mean, I encourage people to do that with everything I have to say when I'm in the best of health. So I'd have to say I don't think I get the effect that you get, Sparrow. I don't know. I think I hear the bass line, but not the alarm clock. That was the smoothest I've ever moved through that particular section of the level. That falling part. I always have great difficulties there. I didn't even need that health, but I was so excited to see it just because it never shows up. I'm actually anti-excited though because it was one I didn't need. And now I'm very unexcited. Taking a lot of damage there. Having a lot of trouble with that part lately. My poor health. That health drop that I was so excited to receive earlier. I need one now. I always need health drops at the end of this level. No! Oh no! That's very upsetting. There's a health drop. Even with that, I took so much damage from those Mets on the stairs. I have no confidence right now. Last chance. No health drops. Bummer. Dead. There it goes. This game is breaking my heart tonight. Breaking my heart. We should have this. We should have this already. I've had so many runs that have been so close. How does one endure so much grief? Some last stage practice here. Oops. Part doesn't make much sense to me. I don't know. Uncycling this is just really difficult. There's only so many weapons though, so I mean, process of elimination won't take me that long. Right? What's weird is when we blow that up, the olive kind of dies for a moment, but it comes back to life when the explosion stops. Very strange. we in outer space right now? Is my guy in outer space without like a space helmet on? Shouldn't my head be like being torn apart by the vacuum right now? How do we even get up here? Alright, my friends, I've got a few more attempts left in me tonight. I know it probably doesn't sound like it. I'm being knocked down over and over. Over and over by this game, but I've got a few more attempts left in me, but I do need to step away for just a moment. Let me stretch my legs, get some more coffee, take a short BRB, and I'll be back with you in just a couple moments. We'll try this a little longer, then hopefully still have some time left for some Battletoads and maybe something else. I don't know, this is taking so long. I kind of thought we would get the run, you know, within the first hour or two. We're now at 5 times I've beaten the game with a single death. I've reached the 1 death PB and tied it 4 times. I just can't push beyond. But hopefully stepping away for a moment will refresh me and we'll do well when I return. It's the curls, Frownie. They protect him from the vacuum of space. I don't really see curly hair. I think that guy's got more of like a pompadour style haircut. It's kind of what I see, like an 80s version of that. Maybe not so like slick though in its texture. It's hard to say. All right, my friends. Thank you for standing by me on this grind. Oh, your company is tremendously valuable to me. I'm very grateful for it. And if you would be so kind, if you would endure a BRB, I'll be back with you in just a moment. We'll try some more.